I'm Mark Olson, and this is the 1Tim22 Prayer Points Rundown for the week of March 24th, 2014. We begin with several items of international significance. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 still has not been found, fueling concerns about a potentially larger terrorist plot. Tensions in Eastern Europe remain high as this past week Russia moved to finalize its annexation of Crimea. Please keep in prayer several of our foreign policy leaders: President Barack Obama, Vice President Joe Biden, Secretary of State John Kerry, Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel, and General Martin Dempsey, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Finally, the First Lady, accompanied by her mother and daughters, are traveling in China this week. Please pray for their safety. Turning now to the domestic front. Keep in prayer Janet Yellen, Chair of the Federal Reserve. Now, this past week, Ms. Yellen indicated that quantitative easing could end by this fall and that the Fed could begin raising interest rates early next year. These are significant economic decisions that will be made. This week, the Hobby Lobby case returns to the Supreme Court. This single case, which is the culmination of more than 100 separate lawsuits, will impact our national understanding of religious freedom, corporate and government power, the very definition of what is and what is not abortion, and of course, Obamacare. Dwarfed by the media attention that will be given to the Hobby Lobby affair, the court will also hear arguments in Elaine Photography versus Willick. This case considers whether a New Mexico photographer can be compelled by state law to photograph and produce pictures of a same-sex marriage ceremony despite the photographer's First Amendment rights. Please bless in prayer our Supreme Court justices this week. Now, to this week's rundown of upcoming election events for prayer. Tuesday, April 1st features several school and local elections in Alaska and Wisconsin, as well as a special election in Massachusetts to fill a number of seats in both the State House and State Senate. Several parishes in Louisiana are also preparing for school and local primary elections on Saturday, April 5th. Finally, the next 2 weeks are packed with a number of initial filing deadlines for those wanting to run as candidates in several upcoming elections, including the general election this fall. A complete list of these deadlines can be found at www.markvote.com. Please pray that the Lord would provide good candidates for these elections. For more information and to get a free county guide to help you pray for your leaders, go to www.1tim22.com. Remember to give thanks for and bless in prayer our President, Barack Obama, the First Family, and all of our leaders in government. And that is the weekly 1Tim22 Rundown.